Hello, here's Renat. I'm going to show you an exclusive sneak preview of the new Talend ESB 5.0 release. So I'm going to demonstrate to use 5.0 RC1 standard edition build here, which you can just right now download from the Talend.com website. So I'm going to demonstrate an improvement that happened in 5.0 release for the ESB tooling, and here we have our major improvement, major step is here we have our services item, and I'm just going to demonstrate to you how to use it now. So as an example, we will just try to recreate our airport service that you might have seen in our previous screencasts. So we will just click here, create service. Then we are selecting a WSDL, which already I have prepared. And then you can see already here we have our airport service. The nice thing about this release that we are delivering inside our Talend ESB Studio also a WSDL editor. So you can see we can check the WSDL, we can edit it here directly in the editor, we can save it and so on. And we can now also seamlessly create our jobs to the service. So if you have here, we have an airport SOAP port type and the port and the endpoint declared here. And we have only one operation, we are going to create a new job to this operation. There we go. And here you see we have our provider job creator automatically with two components, with the TSB provider request and TSB provider response. We can just do very simple thing, just connect them, and we're ready to go. So our service is started and the endpoint is published. So basically we can just take Safari and check the WSDL. So here you can see the WSDL, and already maybe you can see here the main difference with the previous version with the 4.2. We are now serving a real WSDL. So this is exactly the WSDL as you have in your workspace. So you can see here we have a schema. We have a schema with the proper names of the operations and documentation, whatever you have in your WSDL. To implement our service a bit more, we can just now try to create an operation here. So we'll just take the XML map and we will propagate the changes here. And now we will just need to fill the XML here. So as you remember from the previous versions, this XML map component was meant for creating a different XML configurations here. And the problem was that I really need to recreate here the XML elements and the XML structure as I would expect it from the incoming request or outgoing response. And we also tackled this problem already. So we can just right click on our service entry and then say import with those schemas. Then we can go into our XML map. It's always opening, it's large. And then we can say here use the schemas from the repository. This is our request schema and this is our response schema. Now we can just connect two together and run our service. So now my job within the XML map is running, and we can try to have a look what is our SOAP messages saying. And here I have a small test case built in SOAP UI, and as you can see, we will validate the SOAP response and the schema compliance. And if we execute it, then you see all three assertions are green, which means that we are producing and consuming a correct XML.